In this video, we will create a 3-point light studio here. So what we will do, we will use rain that comes from Blender Studio website here that you can find here. So if you want to go to it, you go to studio blender.org characters rain, and you will find a lot of characters that you can download. You can subscribe to Blender Studio and you can download everything, but now here you can download only what is free. So you can download snow, rain. Here you have ANR, you have a lot of things that you can download and experiment with. So yeah, it's a very good gift that they give us. And so I did choose rain for this task that we have to do. What we will need here is to, let's say you did finish a modeling, or you want to show up the result of something you did, and you want to show to people how your work is good. So let's go into it. And here you have the possibility to enable the rig or the geometry. So what we will do, we'll enable only the geometry. You can see the character here. And what I will add is a new collection, and this collection will be the studio. Okay. So this collection, I can add a mesh plane, and I will create a background here. So a background will help me to have something smooth behind with a ground, okay, into it. So we have the ground that is done like this, and to have something soft behind and create a wall behind, we can extrude it into the z-axis like that. Extrude these two vertices and take back these two vertices and make Ctrl B to create a nice curve shape like that, and to have something smooth when you watch like this by just make a right click in object mode and shade smooth. Okay, so now you have this kind of design. Maybe we can scale it down a little to have something like this. Perfect. Now what we would like is add a camera maybe. So what we will do, we'll add a camera. Let's go for it. And the camera here inside view, make Alt R 90 degrees negative to make the orientation well, and place it just like that. Like this, we'll have this kind of view. Maybe we would like to focus into our character, so we can change the framing already. We can change portrait mode, so we'll go there. Maybe we can put 1200 here and 1600 there, okay, to have this kind of framing. And now you can go into the camera options and use this to zoom in and frame the character well. With GZ you can just go there, okay, and you have a nice framing already. Okay, good. So this will be the render that we will have in camera view. But if we enable this in rendered view, you can see that there are not a lot of things to do, not a lot of things that will work well. First thing that we will do, we'll use cycles. It will create a better render. You can see the transparency of the eyes works better. And we will go into GPU for sure. We will enable denoise into the viewport, and maybe we can change the world here to not have for now any disturbing during the process of make the lights. Okay, so we can disable this. Now we will add our first light. The first light will be a sun here. The sun will be our main light. So let's add a sun. Maybe inside the studio we can create a new collection that we will call lights. And like this, it will be inside the studio here, okay? And now I can add here a light sun and it will be inside directly. You can see that it will work like this. So what we will do, first of all, we create a rotation like this. And what we want is a direction of the light that will go like this, but like this as well. Okay, so let's say 45 degrees. So now that I have this, I will make RZ to make the light comes like this and have a nice shadows there. Okay, so we have our main light basically. Just to place it well, I will just place my light over there. Like this, I can really see that it crosses the direction that I want. Okay. So something like this might be good already. And then we can go to the light to change the color and everything. But for now, we will just stick with that. And then we will add another light. This light will be an area light. Good. So what we want to put it into the side. So we will make a rotation in front view. We'll make a rotation 90 degrees like that and put it here. So you can see that now, before it was like this, we had some very dark shadow here that is not really realistic. Now we can detach these shadows here. Usually we don't use a big power, we use a big square, like for example, something like that. Okay, something big, but without a strong power. We don't want something like 50, like that is stronger than the main light. So maybe something like 20 might be good. We have the shadows, but we can see maybe 15 even in, yeah. And we will see after, we will manage all of these settings after. So what we can do as well is adding another backlight here. So this one is the side here, and we would like something in the back to detach the volume. So to do that, we will add here an area, another area, make a rotation into the x-axis 90 degrees, negative, to have this kind of light that goes here like that. And what we would like to do is put it here somewhere. Okay, so be careful. This here, it's really to detach the side here. So what we can do, we can increase the strength of it. You can see it like that. But usually we don't want it that much into this object here. So what we will do, we'll create, as we did before, we did see it already for the shading option, we create a light linking, we create a new collection. And this collection will be the rain geometry that we just click and drag like this, okay? So now only rain is affected by this light that you can see like this into the side here. We will have this nice highlights into the back. So by changing the strength of the light, like put maybe 100, let's say, okay, you will have this nice. And here you see that in the ears we have a nice render as well. So it makes the difference here. Okay, what you can do is increase the main light maybe by a strength of 3, something like this, and you will have already a nice render. You see that we have a nice light that goes through it. We can go here with something with a bigger angle to have softer shadow, for example, and it starts to be like a studio here. Okay, so you can see that it works pretty well to already have a light system that will work perfectly. What you could add when you have some reflections or when you want to add an ambient into it, you can add a easy HDRI as well, an HDRI image here. So I will just select here my HDRI image. Okay, and create world node. So it's too strong for sure, but in case you have some reflections, You can play with the settings. Let's take something with down here, so not too much shadows, and decrease the sky strength. 0.1 might be enough in that case. It will create a kind of ambience outside and will add some realism to your scene in case you need some reflections. It's not the case for rain for sure, but let's say, for example, this will be metallic. It's totally stupid, but let's tell it. Okay, so I will increase the metallic side here, and yeah, so you can see already the reflections, and maybe I will just remove this into nothing. Maybe we have this possibility. Disconnect. Perfect. And I will change the roughness into something like that. Okay. So before, with the strength at 0, we have everything that is totally dark here, and it's not really realistic actually. So if you increase just the strength at 0.2, it will not change that much the lighting, but here already it looks more natural and beautiful. Okay, I come back to a normal t-shirt here. Sorry, rain, to disturb your clothings. And here already you have something good. So what you can do as well is add a new, we will play with materials more deeply in Blender after, but you can change the material, and let's call it here background. Okay. So you can play with the materials here and put it with the pure white, or maybe you want to go with the grays here, for example, or maybe a color. It can work as well. Okay. If you want something more colorful, it works too, and it creates a nice ambient into it. So yeah, you can play with the settings as well, and you can create really dark one, for example, without roughness. It will make some nice reflections here. So yeah, a lot of options already just with that to create nice renders. But you can play with the settings of the lights as well. I will come back with a very light gray here to have something like this, and with a big roughness to not have any reflection. So something like that will be good. You can play with the light settings. For example, if you want something that is a warmer tones, that will have warmer tones, you will select this and go with something like that. Okay. And you can even contrast it with the other light that is here. If you want to contrast it, you will go to the blue here. And now the shadows will look a little more blue. You can see it here in that part. Okay, so here it's white, here it's blue, and it creates more contrast between the two shadows, between the two lights. Okay, if I increase the power of this one, it will create really blue light here. So yeah, you can play with all of the settings to make nice renders. Maybe sometimes you want something with more power behind 300, let's say, for example, and you will have this nice here highlights behind the character that looks very more realistic now. So yeah, you can play with all of the settings with this. Good. So now what we could do as well is create a little animation, or at least parent everything to an empty. So here is an empty, and we will just add an empty into the center, and it will be a sphere like this. It's easy to catch. Maybe I will make the radius a little bigger, like something like that. And I will parent all the objects that they are into the studio, okay, to this empty. So I will select all the objects with shift here, and the empty at last here, like this. The empty will be yellow. Good. And now I will make Control P, set parent to object. Now what is good is that if I make a rotation of the empty, the entire studio will move like this. And like this, let's say I would like the side of rain, I just make RZ 90 degrees. And now I will have the side of rain. And it will not change the shader and anything because I will have the same setup into my scene. So it's really important to understand that, okay? If I want the back, I make RZ 90 degrees more and I have the back of the character, and Shift R, and it comes back to the beginning. You can even animate after, and we will see that in the animation section, but you can animate this to have something that will make 360 degrees like that. And you can make a turnaround of a character or whatever you did model, okay? So yeah, it's already something that is very important to understand. So everything now is parented inside the empty, and we have a studio collection that you can call wherever you want. You can go into File, here, Append, and go to select the collection that you want to import, and you can import this studio setup in any Blender file that you are working on, any project that you are working on. So very important to understand that this is not something that you will have to remake after. You can just go into File, Append, and search this collection directly into the file. So a very powerful method just to have a Studio Light ready to work with. So yeah, I saved this anyway into the source files as usual. For the lighting and render engine chapter, I think we did everything that I wanted to cover. Into the next chapter, we'll go through the materials, and it will be a big one, but so interesting one. We will see how to use textures, we'll see how to make nice reflections, create procedural materials, and all this stuff will be into the next chapter and will help you to have more realistic scenes. So see you in the next chapter.